Tefillah le'yovoni ki avato. Everybody together, Hashem Shimo Tefilosi V'Shavosi Eilechoso Ataste Ponerecho Mimeni Agut Voch Raboisai. Welcome, welcome to all the guests, Choshev guests. Who do we have here? Shalom Aleichem. What's your name?
Aryeh Man.
From?
Passaic, New Jersey.
Passaic, New Jersey. Shalom Aleichem. You know, I went to yeshiva there years ago, in the 80s.
I didn't.
Very good. Shmak. Were you alive in the 80s?
Part of it.
All right. Geweldig. Who else? We have some Chaim Shwekis in the house. Rabbi Isai. Geweldig. You know, your brother told me that he's going to start Chulin.
Why do you think I'm here?
Because of him? No. You try and get out for him. Geweldig. Be'ez Hashem, we'll have 2 Shwekis on board for Chulin. What's that? Oh. Got it. Anybody else want to say Shalom Aleichem? Who else? Ariel. Shkoyach for all your hard work. Yeah. It's not often that he comes to Shir, so now that he's here, I could thank him in person. He's our chief editor for the English, and he does a phenomenal job. And thank you for all the hard work and the crazy hours while I was in America. So Shkoyach should be zeich to make Geshmakes shorts for Chulin, bring more people on board. V'chulu. Let's see what we have here today. Yeah, v'chulu. No pun intended. Dear Rebelli, been watching this year for a while. As I travel every day on a train to Manhattan, I asked my relative, should I rather watch the short version twice or the long version, which includes emails, videos, jokes, stories, once? He answered as follows. As per the Gemara, the Aruch HaShulchan says that optimally, one should not learn Torah with lightheartedness and frivolity. Rather, one must learn whatever the word is. Rather, one must learn with seriousness. But the Aruch HaShulchan asks, why do Poskim bring this Gemara down? Why don't they bring this down? Explain that Poskim understood that nowadays, if one learns without jokes and fun, people would not learn at all. Based on the Aruch HaShulchan, my friend suggested that I continue with the longer version. Said that Rav Moshe finds it quoted in Zikinecho Yormilach also allows jokes during learning, if necessary to maintain interest. He said that this advice only applies until Mashiach comes. Once Mashiach comes, we'll be on a higher madrega. I should switch to the shorter version and watch it twice. What do you think? Sincerely, Ari Raster. Listen, if a person can learn Torah without jokes, without this, then he should learn. If you can't, you can't. If this is what helps learning, this is. I'm not saying this is the way to do it. If you can learn without pictures, learn without pictures. If you can learn without.
Or do just the jokes.
That even the Aruch HaShulchan Zman Hazeh doesn't agree to, but okay. Ephraim Grabber. New journey and accountability, and a big thank you. Just an update. I finished my first Masechta together with the Rebelli. Thank you for getting my learning back on track. 40 days in counting that I've consistently learned each day. Finished Beitza, thank you. So I met a few people like this recently, and I say, if you already did 40 daf in Masechtas Beitza consistently every day, why don't you jump on board and do Daf Yomi with us? It's different. It's interesting. But the mile of doing Daf Yomi with everybody is because it's with everybody. And Klal Yisrael is mechayev you. And if you do it by yourself, you can take off a day and nothing's going to happen. But if everybody's doing it, and if you miss a day, you know that you're falling behind Klal Yisrael, so that gives you a push. Plus, when you go different places, you go to different shuls, you go to different cities, they're all learning the same thing. So that's a huge, huge mile over learning by yourself. But, I got to remind the Olam. Hayayim, Shiva Asar Yayim, Shehem, Shnei Shavuos, Ushlisha, Yomim, Ba'aymer, La'aymer. Okay, Siris Ha'aymer, L'Fos Admar Vision Shlita, Kvek Dushis Mar, Rabbi Yisrael Ben Leas, L'Fos Shlema. And month, Kvoid HaTfilah Committee, Da L'Fnei Mi'at Ha'aymed. Yeah, I know. So the guy davens here in the morning, and he was not happy about. He says, "I'm not Makabel Lashon Hara." That people get up in the middle and they make coffees before davening's over. So I don't care, because as long as the MDY makes money off of this, you could make as many mechaz as you want. Official edition MDY Shas Masechta by the Iranian Levi families, Perek, the Palachik family, in memory of our grandparents. Daf Tzadik Zayin Anonymous in memory of Yosef ben Tzvi Hersh, and Tuvia Ilan ben Moshe, may the Neshamot have aliyot. Is today Reb Shalom ben Moshe's yard? Monday. By the Masechta is sponsored by David Salomon, dedicated in memory of Avi Mori, Reb Shmuel Baruch ben Reb Chaim Tzvi Doiz Zechron Livracha. The Masechta is sponsored Joel Gedalis, Lilin Shmas, my father Jack Gedalis, anonymous Hatzal Baruch Zivigashmis, the Palachik Family Foundation, Zechon Ishmas, Harav Agoy, Reb Shlomo Palachik, the Meshach Ilui. Guys.
Too much talk. Please.
Anonymous Rekulu Refuah Shleiman Arich Yom Talei Bas Esther Yisrael Malki Tov Tov Picham Alfi Zova Chesed. We're so proud of you. Yaakov Mordechai, keep steiging. Send the girls and family. Canvey Island, UK. In honor of rebellion, you changed my meaning of life. Plenty of Almoni, Yossi Mark and Benny, and all those Kim Tzorch MDY Kosh Baruch Shalom Scharim. Monthly sponsors are Yisrael Refuah Shleiman Avi Mori Baruch Ben Miriam. Weekly sponsors Anonymous, in honor of Rebelli, Mark Ashkenazi, and the entire MDY crew. Do not slow down for a second. Are you checking now? Daily sponsor Mazel Tov. My son Shim become a chassan to daughter of Rabbi Yosef Chaim Berman of Lakewood. Mazel Tov. Didn't we have that already? There's a new one got engaged, or okay? MDY Yard Refuah Shlema Yonatan Eitam Ben Bashav Bracha Amen. Refuah Shlema Mordechai Ben Esther. Refuah Hayel Daniel Zev Ben Hayel Esther. Rabbi Say, starting from today, well, not starting from today, we already had a few days, maybe a few weeks, till then in the Sechta, just smooth sailing, easy, almost like a Gadita stuff. Today we have phenomenal hands-on displays. It's going to be the first time that I'm showing this in the English shir, the Mizbeach Hazav that Sruli Weisberg made for the Shabbaton. It was crazy the amount of stuff that he made. We have two pieces here, the Shulchan and the Mizbeach Hazav, both which I've not shown in shir live. The Mizbeach Hachitzon, I will not be showing anytime soon because it's larger than this table. The Kiyar, I don't know, it's pretty large. But Yishkoyach to him. So here we go. We are holding smack in the middle of a sugya on Daf Tzadik Zayin Omid Aleph. No need to know what we were learning before or say it over. We'll just Al Chazer over, why not? Gemara tells us that we have to be careful with the shulchan. Okay, the shulchan. So let's just show this. We're already talking about the shulchan. It's very heavy because these breads are made out of like ceramic. I'm going to take all the breads out. Who put them in, by the way? We went through this on Friday. Here.
Switch them out, shop.
Oh. Shkoyach. Switch them out on Shabbos. Thank you. Here. You need two kohanim from both sides. Also. Beautiful. Okay, so now I could lift this up. It's beautiful. This piece is unbelievable. I thought about it on Shabbos, and now I'm looking at it. How did he make the holes so perfect over here? It must have been CNC. See these pipes? One of them comes out. AI. You see what's going on here? These are half pipes, and they have, it's unbelievable. Okay, anyway, so we're going to talk about this. How many pipes are on each side? 14. Why do we have 14? The top, you see there's only 2 pipes. Okay, so this is the shulchan. The Gemara tells us that the shulchan can become tamei. We got to be careful not to make it tamei. Says the Gemara, but how could it become tamei? It's lenachas. It's meant to stand in one place, sort of like this table right over here. It's not meant to be moved, so it's not makabel tumah. So the Gemara tells us, no. When Klal Yisrael comes for alila regel, the kohanim will take it out and raise it up. By the way, it's much larger than this, yeah? This is just a model. It's about, what do we say, 2 amas long, so about 4 or 5 feet long. Kids are much larger than this. Amma wide, 2 feet wide. Okay. So, because they lift it up and they show it to everybody, so now it's not a permanent fixture in the Beis HaMikdash, and it can be makabel tumah. So Gemara asks, well, wait a minute. It's plated in gold. And gold is mateches. It's metal. And metal is makabel tumah. So what do you have to tell me? Because you lift it, even if you don't lift it, even if we don't hold like that, it's still makabel tumah because it's gold. So that's where we're holding right now. Top of Tzadik Zayin Amud Aleph, 4 lines down. You'll tell me we had this beautiful video of how they make the shulchan made out of atzishitim. Maybe they're very important. It's very expensive wood, so the wood doesn't become bottle. If you get like this wood that comes from overseas, China, cheap stuff. I will claim mismos, if it's walnut, like here in the Beis Medrash, chashivi v'lo batli. Maybe you'll tell me, oh, it's such chash of a wood that even the gold that plates it doesn't, it's not bottle. And Memela, it's not makabel tumah. Shapir, so that would be okay. But according to Rabbi Yochanan, even expensive wood, like the atzishitim, is bottled to the gold, Michael and Meimar, so it becomes tamei anyway because it's a metal kli. Says the Gemara, Shani Shulchan, the Rachmana Karye Yates. It's interesting, these chairs in the Beis Medrash, I'm going to tell you again, it fools a lot of people. A lot of people think it's wood. Like, some guy tried to take a bite out of it once. It's metal. Don't do it. The Torah calls it wood. It might look like metal, but it's wood. It's much the opposite of this Beis Medrash. Sharemarket.com, Ayin Sham. The Torah calls it wood. Shenemar HaMizbeach Eitz Sholish Amis Gavoya. The Mizbeach, the word Mizbeach is referring to, according to Rashi, referring to the Shulchan, because it's problematic, this pasuk. In Yecheskel, to understand it, in the Nevuah, Yecheskel sees a Shulchan that's 3 amas. So we know that the Shulchan, our Shulchan, is not 3 amas, so we have to explain that. But the next part fits in. Arkoi Shtayim Amos, that we know our Shulchan is 2 amas long. From here to here is 2 amas. Umikza is loy, and it has angles. It's like a square. Va'arkoi, and its top, the kirois of 8. It's all made out of wood. You see now the pasuk calls it a shulchan. Before it was mizbeach. Okay, so the Torah calls it wood. It's wood. It's not gold. So therefore, it's not bottled to the gold, and it becomes wood. So now you have to understand, how does it become tamei? You have to explain that they raised it, and that's why it could become tamei. As the Gemara, puzzle with mizbeach v'sim b'shulchan. This week's my mother's yard side, so I daven for the Amid. I don't daven for the Amid. It's like the only time in the year that I used to daven a lot for the Amid, but not anymore. And the reason is because what happened today, like I cannot carry it too. I can't sing. It's like I need voice lessons. You know what I mean? No, 2 shiurim a day, I just can't recover. I'm always in a state of hoarseness. And I have this thing, whatever. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if it'll help. Next. So, that's the Gemara. The pasuk. Why does the pasuk say Hamizbeach Eitz? And also it says, Vaydaber Elai Zeh Shulchan. Now, Stamazoi, what kind of halachas do we learn from the Mizbeach that are negeh to us today? Mizbeach is like a shulchan. Table and a shulchan. Table and a Mizbeach. The what? You don't sit on it. Is that a real halacha? I don't know where that halacha is. Where do you see that halacha? Your mother told you. Very good. Oh. Oh. So by you, the minig is more stark than the halacha. Salt I saw in halacha. Salt. There's also another halacha. You're not supposed to put a knife, a metal knife on the table while you're benching during the week. Not sitting on the table, not standing on a table. I've seen Hasidim stand on the table and at the tish. Wow, they stand on the table big time. Yeah, they run up and down the table. It's a whole. So I don't know exactly I don't know where that comes from. It could be it's a thing. But there are halachas that we learn from the Mizbeach. You're supposed to say the return at the table. Okay. So says the Gemara, Rabbi Yochanan, so why does the Torah start with the Navi? Why does it start with the Mizbeach and go to Shulchan? The Amrit Tarvayu, they both say, Bizman shebeis hamikdash kayom Mizbeach mechaper al adam. When we had the Beis Hamikdash, and that's why we miss the Beis Hamikdash so much. That's one of the main reasons. We want the Beis Hamikdash because we get a kapara. If you sin, immediately you go to Beis Hamikdash, you bring a carbon, and that's it. You're done. Today you have to do tshuva, and you don't know if it's accepted, not accepted. It's a process. We have a virus, and you just go to Beis Hamikdash. Mizbeach mechaper al adam, va'achshav she'ei Beis Hamikdash kayom, shulchan shel adam mechaper alav. So what do you do today? Today it's your table that gives you kapara. How? Says Rashi, by doing achnasas archim. Mamash, I was thinking about Reb Shaila. This is okay. It's coming up. Achnasas archim, mechaper. That's how it's mechaper. The Marsha says by saying divrei Torah at the table. Okay, that's how you get a kapara. Rabbi say, I think it's a good time to mention to the Olam. In 2 weeks, we're starting Masechtas Chulin. It's unbelievable. Masechtas Chulin, I guarantee you're going to love the Masechta. It has everything in it from macholos asuras, the types of food that go into our body, the innards of the animal, how the kishkis work, how everything works, the esophagus and the trachea and the different stomachs. Be'ezer Hashem, we're going to get a live demonstration. We're going to do a shechita. Wow. It's going to be unbelievable. We're going to open it up. He's going to show us all the innards. You're going to see things like you never saw in your life. You know, parts of the stomach, they look like a honeycomb. It looks like a this. It's crazy. The smasmas, whatever it's called. Yeah, Eitanji's getting excited. But I'm telling you, you think about it, we all try to do chesed. Try to help your fellow Jew. You go, you give money, you help out for chasana, you help out for a chayla. This is the best way to help out your friend. Give him a call. It's one phone call, one text message. You get your friend to join the daf. Mamish change his life. And I know you're doing it. Any person I bump into, especially here in the neighborhood, they say, yeah, this guy tried to get me. This guy tried to get me. Maybe it's Bashert, I met you. Maybe it's not Bashert. I'm telling you, you could be Mekayim Chesed. There's no greater Chesed in the world. Mamish. What? Oh, if you have a bot, you go to you put in status in the bot. If you have WhatsApp, get the bot number. Once you have the bot, you just write in one word, status. Boom. These short clips come to your phone. You put it out there. Your friend joins. and your bank account starts filling up with so much Gedusha money, you can't even imagine. This guy's life has changed. From one status, he didn't even do anything. You push the button while you're in bed. Boop, and 3 guys join. This guy had to pay people. He's driving to Eilat. He paid $500 a guy to join the daf. Our Kohen over here, Yossi. Emes. It was money well spent, but you could do it for free by doing the status. Are they still on? They're still on. They're still doing it. It's crazy. Okay. I'm telling you, you're going to love it. The different types of animals, the birds, different colors, the eagle, how the feet work. They have three thingies, the 4, the different birds. What? Talons. The talons. And there's going to be pictures here galore. It's going to be, can you imagine with AI? It's going to be unbelievable. Zog the Gemara. Arba snifim shel zav hayusham. Here. Check out this video. Check it out on our new screen. Those are the snifim, those 4 walls they put up there. According to one sheet, it was that wide. 4 walls, 2 for each row of breads. Minani mili. Omar Rav Katino Omar Krova Sisa Karoisav Chapoisav Uksoisav Umenakiyoisav. All these interesting words. What does it mean? Karoisav Elu Tfusin. These are the molds. Thank you. The molds that we make the breads in. Kapoisav Elu Bezichim. Those are the spoons. I could even show you the. We have it here anyway, probably. No, that's next stuff. Okay, the Bezichim are the 2 spoons full of levina that are on the shulchan. Ksaisav elu snifin. Oh, so now you see over here in the pasuk that there should be snifin. Should be walls on the side. Here, these guys right over here. These guys, snifim. Yes. How do you know snifim? Because it says ksaisav. Umenakiyoisav, what do you do with that? Elu kanim. These are the rods. Which one did you pull out? I can't get it out now. Oh, this guy. Oh, it doesn't come out completely, but anyways, these rods, schmack.
They don't make them like they used to.
Literally. It's made out of, they didn't have plastic back then. And the gold leaf. Could you see it? Maybe on that screen. The newer screen. No, not even? Okay. This guy's unbelievable. Like, I don't know if he works for a living. He just sits and makes kalim for MDY. He made this mizbeach also, by the way. Stam, like just as this crazy stuff. Okay, unbelievable. I have this chus next Shabbaton to meet him. Asher yusach bohen, shemisachin bohen es halechem. Here, these rods, they're like schach. If I put a bread in here, so it's like the people use this as schach. They use reeds. Konem, bamboo, right? Back when I was a kid, everybody used to use it before they came out those mats. So it's exactly kindness. The kindness is made out of this. This is actually better than reeds. This is like the kindness because kindness is half. They cut in half. Beautiful. By the way, I realized that it's Reb Chayer Wallerstein's yahrzeit tonight. That I'm pretty sure. And we had the schos of hearing from him. He came to one of our siyumim, I think it was Pesachim, and he spoke. It's unbelievable. A young guy like that, how much he accomplished when he was alive. And people have to chop around. You never know when you go. I'm sure he thought he's going to live like everybody else, 80, 90, 100, and all of a sudden one day, boop, you don't know when you go. You just don't know. But the Maisi he accomplished. Oh, so it doesn't say mefurish in the Torah anything about Kanim. It says Menachos Yosef. And we understand it's the Kanim. Asher Yosef Ohev Shemizachim B'Msalechem. Moisiv Rabba. Lo Yisider HaKanim Alein Tilos and Dochis Shabbos. We learned you cannot remove those rods that hold up the breads on Shabbos. You can't remove them. You can't put them on. V'yisol Kedaylich D'Oraisa If you're telling me Menachos Yosef, means these rods, it says unfortunately in the Torah. And when do you replace the bread? On Shabbos. So do it on Shabbos. Put it on Shabbos. Why can't you do it? Because it looks like building and binyan vestir. It looks like it. It's like a derabanan. No, I made a little mistake, he says. This nan, Kiva, we just learned yesterday, Rabbi Kiva says a rule. If you could perform this avodah like bris milah, anything the male could do before Shabbos, he must do before Shabbos. So now Rava goes into time of the Krah. He explains the reason behind the rods, which is interesting. Why did the Torah say to put rods? Who needs rods? You don't want the bread to get moldy. Don't worry about it. If you're going to do it on Motzi Shabbos, wait until Motzi Shabbos. It's a few hours that the bread is on Shabbos. It's not going to be the end of the world. You can remove them before Shabbos, put them on after Shabbos. Everything is good. Just like in this picture right over here, you see on the bottom, the rods are under the table, lengthwise of the table, not widthwise. Umotzei Shabbos nichnas magbia roisha shel chala machnis konet achtel. Basically, you take the challah and you lift it up, as so, a little bit. No, Gary, I don't see it. What's going on there? Oh. Lift up the challah, not like this. Like this. Insert a rod. All right, the rod doesn't come out. Insert a rod, put it down. Go like this, and repeat. And like this, you have the rods in Motzei Shabbos.
You're not lifting up only one side because it has to be tamid.
Oh, you explain why you lift it up. It should be tamid. Okay, very good. But you're not like pushing it in through the challah. You're lifting it up nicely, rod fits in. Put the two rods down, put the bread down, lift it up the other side, tamid, put the third rod in. Into the indentation, whatever it is. He does it again, repeat. Each challah requires 3 rods. And here we go. This answers all questions. That's why Weisberger was medayik very stark when he made this. He went through all the halachas, and Weisberg. 2 on top, not 3. Why? Because that's it. It's the final bread. There's nothing else on top of it. It doesn't have to hold up 2 breads, so it's fine. 2 is enough per bread. The other ones are carrying a lot of weight from all these breads. We said that these breads are at least 10 pounds of flour, plus all the water. Each bread is at least 15 pounds. How many kilo? 20 kilo? No. It's only 5 kilo of flour. Oh, no, are you saying there's 3 kilo of water in there? I don't know. I'm not a baker, but I'm assuming there's a lot of water that gets stuck in there, and it adds. 7 kilo. Okay, 7 kilo. 7, 8 kilo.
So the one on
it's
the
not.
top is lighter than the one.
No, it's the last one. So if you have a shelf that has to carry 5 boxes, you need to have heavy rods. The top shelf is only carrying 1 bread, so it's less rods.
But each shelf is its own.
No. We learned that the rods are in the breads. They're actually touching each other. There is indentation. It does carry. The bottom one carries all of them, basically.
Got it.
So that's not right because it's holding on the sneak. According to the Gemara, they're
Yeah. This is not 100% accurate. Come on, what do you want from the guy? Spend 3 months on. You want to spend 8 months on one little table? Come on. Listen, we have more questions on AI videos that you guys are. Well, you're not so involved. But it's l'saber so'anayim. This is not exact. Nobody's going to come and say, well, I saw an MDY, it's like that, and I built it. It's just. The what? The bottom doesn't have any. The bottom is nothing. It should be 4?
4.
Oh, good kasha. But it looks nicer. It's 3. I guess, look, 3 is enough to hold it. They did a weight test and it's good. 3 is enough. This is not. It's good kasha though. We said this already. Where are we? Oh. Lefi she'eino leo masu. It doesn't have that much weight. Hatachtoin eino tzricha kol ikar. As you see right over here, the bottom one just gets inserted like this, not on any rod at all. Why? Lefi shemunachas al tahara shel shulchan. The bottom is cold, and it gives it enough. It doesn't get moldy, so it doesn't need the rods. Not awesome. All right, Rabbi, I new sugya. This is going to be geschmack here. I need everybody to pay attention, no schmoozing, because we need mathematicians here. Panovich math. There are 3 ways to count an amma. 5 tfachim, 6 tfachim. 5 is the least, 6 is the middle, and then you have 6 and a finger. Right? We'll see exactly. Half a finger. So Beininis is the middle one. So that's 6 tfachim. Anything in the Beis Hamikdash that had to do with building the Mizbeach, that had to do with building the Shulchan, the Menorah, it's all 6 tfachim. Chutz mimizbeach hazav. Wow, Rabbi, I checked this out. Actually, don't even look at this over here. Look at it on the screen. It's much better on the screen. Not that screen. Okay, that screen. Yeah. Okay, check this out. The guy did over here. It's unbelievable. So, this is the Mizbeach HaZav. Obviously, it's not to scale. You're not allowed to do it to scale. It's not that much smaller than this. It's probably half the size. This is 50%, I would say. Oh, if you ask him, it looks actually like a foot by a foot. It's supposed to be 2 feet by 2 feet. 1 amma by 1 amma. Okay. You can see it has little keren on top, little horns. This is what, every day they would put the ketores on this. This was in the heichal. Also, the shulchan was in the heichal. The menorah is in the heichal. Chutz mizbeach hazav v'hakeren. The keren. Now we're going to switch over to this mizbeach. This is mizbeach hachitzon, also known as the mizbeach ha'ila, mizbeach hanachoshes. This had little horns on top. This is also made to scale. I'm pretty sure this is made to scale. You should see the one that he made for the Shabbaton. And I think he's shipping it to Eretz Yisrael. I don't know what we're going to do with it exactly. If anybody has an extra room in their living room, let me know. This has a keren. This keren is 1 amma by 1 amma, but the 5 tfachim amma. So in other words, this is 5 tfachim by 5 tfachim, not the 6. V'hasoivev v'hayisoid. We have a good video for that. Even though I'm holding it in my hand, I might as well show you this beautiful video. This is again from our artist that does only Beis Hamikdash stuff full time. So that green thing is the yisoid. The soivev is, you can see a little ramp on the right side. It goes up to the soivev. Like what I'm holding in my hand, the blue area. It's like a sidewalk. It's a walkway where the kohen can walk on the blue thing around there, and that's where he does his avodah. I'll show you this little video soon of how they do. The blood of the oila sa'if goes up here, and also the chatas, regular chatas, goes up here, and he must stand on this blue walkway called the soivev. Okay. The soivev and the yisoid, they're both 5 tfachim. Now, there are 2 parts of a stair. There's the rise, and there's the run. The tread is, that's another way to call it. There's the rise and the run. So when the Gemara says that it's a 5 tfachim, what is the Gemara referring to? The height or the width? The height of the stair? The rise or the run? What? You say run? Who says run? Why you say run? Maybe both. Okay, so anyways, let's see. By the way, we're talking about a keren. Just a fascinating thing the Ramban brings, the Targum Yonasan. He says that when Aaron HaKohen went up onto the Mizbeach the first time, and he saw the keren, to him it looked like the horns of a bull. I guess because of the Maisa Egel, he's very scared. Moshe Rabbeinu had to calm him down. Just a cool yisoid. Anyway, Rabbi Yehuda Omer. Rabbi Yehuda argues, Amas binyan shisha tvachim. No. Anything that you build, like the Mizbeach, is a 6 tvachim amma. Vishal kalim, but anytime that has to do with a kli, like the menorah, the shulchan, a kli, that's chamisha. Consistently. Remember, and the Gemara is even going to bring this as a. We learned that the shulchan is 2 amos long. How many tefachim is that? Well, if you hold that an amma is 5 tefachim, so it's 10 tefachim long. If an amma is 6 tefachim, so it's 12 tefachim long. That was the machlokes we had. Is it 10 tefachim or 12 tefachim? Is it 5 tefachim wide or 6 tefachim wide? So says Rabbi Yochanan, this is in the pasuk. The outside, this mizbech right over here, the mizbech achitzoin, amma, v'toifach. In other words, it's an amma v'toifach, another tefach, it's a 6, an amma of 6 tefachim. That's tzadik zayin on beis. V'cheika amma, but the pasuk is but. It's hard psukim. V'cheika amma. You want to know the things that are 5 tefachim per amma. V'amma roichav ugvula el sfasa saviv zeres ha'echad v'zeh gav ha'mizbech. The Gemara is going to explain every word here. Cheika amma ze yisoid. Okay, so going back to this picture, that green little guy on the left corner, the yisoid, the base of the mizbeach. On this mizbeach right over here, the red guy that goes almost, it doesn't go around the whole mizbeach, but there's a base. Okay, the red guy. Cheika amma ze yisoid. And now looking at this picture over here, you can see the walkway above. There's a red line. See that red line right over there? Right above the red line, there's a walkway. In this mizbech, it's the blue walkway over here. That's Amaroichav. Ugvula al svasa saviv zeres ha'echad. Elu kronos. So we're going to see later. Zeres is from here to here. This is a half amma. So I could call an amma a half amma. Why? Yoel, man shema Yoel. Bemet fisfasta. Let me show you this. Let me see if I can find it even. Huh. Wow. I know it's in here. Oh yeah, here it is. If you start from the center, so it's a half amma in every direction. It's an interesting way. Listen, I think Yecheskel was designed to throw us off, not for regular people. For those who know. Those who are supposed to understand. Instead of saying amma by amma, it's a half amma if you start from the center. Okay? Zegav hamizbeach. Oh, we have 10 minutes to end this year, and this is not a big deal because it's a very. Zegav hamizbeach. What does it mean when the pasuk says Zegav hamizbeach? Ze mizbach hazav. Mizbach hazav. All these things that we just mentioned, they're all 5 tefachim. The yisoid, the soivev, the kronos, the horns on the mizbeach. The mizbeach hazav. This golden guy. He's trying to find him with this video. This guy, it's 5 tefachim. Oh, there went my. Okay. Like Rabbi Willig said, they don't make him like these. Okay. Rabbi Meir Savar. Zehu ba'amo bas chamisha. So what's Zehu? This Mizbeach Hazav. This guy is 5, but that's it. Zehu. This. Hakolam is Kalim ba'amo bas shisha. But if you're talking about a menorah, you're talking about anything else, you're talking about the Shulchan. 6. Rabbi Yehuda Sava kozeh, not zehu, but kozeh, like this. Kozeh yu kolamas kelim. Look at this guy. This is 1 amma of 6, of 5. All the kelim in the Beis Hamikdash are 5. So machlokes, is it dafke the mizbech hazav is 5, but everything else is 6? Or Rabbi says no. I have a general rule. All kelim in the Beis Hamikdash are 5. Everything else, when you want to build a wall, when the Torah tells us the azar should be like this and like that, then you use the 6. But everything else, all the kalim, the small things that move, the movable objects, they're all 5. I'm a 5. All right, Rabbi, so we got to do some cool stuff together, but everybody has to participate. Mama's like a niggin. How much is 5 times 6 or 6 times 5? 30. How much is 6 times 4? 4 times 6? 24. 24. So that math is easy. That's it. That's the hardest part so far. That's it. So what's going to happen over here is this Mizbeach from top to bottom, from the point, the highest point of the Mizbeach, top of the Keren, to the bottom is 10 Amos. So now the Gemara is going to say, no, we divide the Mizbeach into two parts. There's a 6 Amma part, and how much is left now? Oh, very good. Only 3 people answered though. The total amount is 10. We're not doing any hard math here, boys say. No division and nothing. Just simple plus. 4 plus 2, 1 plus 5. From top to bottom is 10 amas. From the soivev, from the walkway to the bottom is 6. So how much do we have left? 4. Now we're going to do different types of math here. Different types of amma. From the bottom to over here, we're going to do amas that are 5 tfachim. So it's 6 amma times 5 tfachim. Is how much? 30. But from the soivev to the top, we're going to do an amma which is 6. And there's 4 ammas over here. So 4 times 6 is 24. How many tfachim do I have total? 54. Now, Aryeh, Simon, you're not allowed to answer the question. I'm going to ask you a question. The Israelis got it. I couldn't believe it. The whole place answered in this second. I don't know why. 54 divided by 2 is how much? 27. Wow, not bad. That's a tough one. 54 divided by 27. This red line, Rabbi Isai, is halfway on the Mizbeach. So in other words, it's 27 tfachim from the bottom and 27 tfachim from the top. Yeah? You with me? You're looking at me like you went to Panovich for math. Right, very good, very good. Don't jump yet. I'm getting there. I'm getting the doc. I'm getting there. So again, from the top corner to the red line is how many tfachim? 27. No. From the top corner to the red line is how much? It's halfway. 54 divided by 2 is 27. You with me still, Yossi? You with me? Top to the red is 27. Top to the walkway is how much? Top to the walkway. The walkways, again, from the walkway to the top is 4 amas, and each amma is 6 tfachim. 6 times 4 is how much? 24. So from the top to the walkway is 24. From the top to the red line is how much? 27. Does anybody know math there? If you take 27, you take off 24 from it, how many have remaining? 3. No way. You guys are good. You guys are unbelievable. They're giving themselves, they're so excited. 24 minus 20. You're not allowed to answer any of these questions. Yeah. So, I have a question for you. If I'm standing on this blue line, I'm a kohen, I'm standing on the walkway, and I have blood of a chatas in my hand, it has to go above a red line. How many tfachim could I bend over and put the blood? 3. And if I did 6, if I bend over and I did 6, I'll be past the red line. That's a big problem. It says in the Gemara that he's allowed to bend down 6 tfachim. So Mamela, something's off with our math. Because we did something not so geschmack. We said that from here to here, we're going to do amas that are 5 tfachim. From here to here, we're going to do amas that are 6. That messes us up. That means that he's standing at the wrong place. Let's see inside. I'm telling you, it's easy stuff. Here, you want to see all this. We did it. You don't even need it, but here. Check this out. Very, very simple. The purple arrow, you can't see? Now you can see? The purple arrow is 6 amas, and each amma is only 5 tfachim, and then we're going to change. Each amma is 6, because there's 2 types of amas. There's a 6 and there's a 5er. So if the 6 times 5 is 30. See how it says 30? And then the top part, with the blue arrow, it's 4 amas times 6 tfachim, and that equals 24. So 30 plus 24 equals 54 in the top. From top to bottom is 54. Halfway is 27. That means from the 27 line till the walkway is 3 tfachim. And that's a problem. Let's keep it over there for a second. So let's see it like this. From the bottom till the walkway, we're going to use an amma of 5. And the rest, you have to stick in here. And the rest is going to be amma of 6. What does it mean? Roichav ba'ama bas chamisha. Chek ha'ama is referring to the yisoid, all the way in the bottom. Chek ha'ama vad ama roichav, to the width, to the walkway. Roichav is a wide place to stand on. The walkway ba'ama bas chamishim. From the bottom, I'm going to read it in the pasuk. From the bottom to the roichav, I'm going to use a 5 amma. That's a total of 30 tfachim. 6 amas times 5 is 30. Goy v'amizbeach kama have, just we're doing chazara now because we did this balpeh. The total height of the mizbeach is how much? 10 amas. Shiz b'nei chamsha chamsha. The 6 amas on the bottom are only 5 tvachim each amma. That's total of 30. V'arba, and the 4 amas on the top of the mizbeach, b'nei shita shita. Those are a different type of amma of 6 tvachim each. 4 times 6 equals 24. Mizbeach kama have, chamshin v'arba. So 24 plus 30 equals 54. I couldn't believe it. Everybody knew this because I would have to do a whole thing. 50 divided by 2 is 25. 4 divided by 2 is 2. So 25 plus 2 equals 27. You guys like spit it out like that. It's unbelievable. Half of it is 27. So from the top part of the Mizbeach until the walkway is how much Esrim Arba? It's 24, we already said. So from 24 to 27, how much is that? The halfway point of the Mizbeach? Plasa. It's 3. But that's the problem. Usnan. So let me show you the video real quickly. We're running out of time, but who cares? Let those Israelis wait outside for an hour. So this guy is making a oila soif. Unbelievable stuff. He takes that bird, smears that blood on the corner, takes the head. If you were with us in Zvachim, you know what's going on here. Takes the head, puts it in a bunch of salt, puts it on the mizbeach, and returns. Repeat. Okay, but Rav Shreki, you're not going to forget this in your entire life. You're going to know how to do it. He goes back, takes the rest of the bird, throws it onto the flame. Okay, great. Now, this is a red line, Rabbi say, middle of the mizbeach, just like this, that differentiates and separates the blood that's supposed to go on the bottom. All korbanos, the blood goes on the bottom. Besides 2 that go above the red line, which is the chatas and the oila sa'if. So you can't mix it up. If you do it below, what's the halacha? Pasul. Oh. I showed in the video, he goes up the ram, he goes to the corner, the southern corner, Mizrachis, east, south, southeast, south, east. Says Dama Kerem is Beach, and he does everything you saw in the video. And if he bends over below his feet, he's on the walkway. Afilu amma achas ksheira, even 1 amma. Call it an amma 5, call it an amma 6. The problem is he only has 3 tfachim to go below his feet, and you're telling me he's allowed to go below his feet 6 tfachim. It's a problem. So how are we going to fix the problem? So now says the Gemara, what the Torah is telling us that it's 5, it's not referring to the rise, to the height, it's referring to the run, the step, the part that you step on. That part is 5 tvachim. So when I'm telling you, and I'll explain everything, not that this yesod, this red part is 5 tvachim tall, it's actually 6 tvachim tall. So what's 5 tall? The Torah says it's 5, the pasuk in Yecheskel says it's 5. No, the part that you could stand on, this part is 5. The soivev is an amma wide. No, it's not a full amma of 6 tvachim. It's only 5 tvachim wide. It's the knisa, the stuff that you stand on. And memela what? Now everything works out gevaldik. Why? Check it out, Rabbi. So we can do the math now. This is easier than before. If you have, be quiet, you. The mizbech is how tall? 10 amas. Each amma is going to be 6, from top to bottom 6. 6 times 10, Rabbi said, do you know this one? 60. Half of 60 is how much? 30. Where's the walkway at? What point from the top to the walkway is how many tfachim? 15. It's 4 amas times 6 tfachim is how much? He's standing on 24. From the 24 point to the halfway point, which is 30, 24 to 30 is how many tfachim? 6. That's why it says if he stands on the walkway, he could bend over up to 6 tfachim. That works out great. But the pasuk says that there's a 5 tfachim, something's 5 tfachim. We just made everything 6 tfachim. Okay, so the height, everything is 6 tfachim. That's gewaldig. Now we're going to have to make our mizbeach narrower. We're going to have to make it this way because the pasuk says some of it is at 5 tfachim. We're measuring 5 tfachim here. How? Elo cheiku ha'ama kniso. Amaroichav kniso. The yisoid is only 5 tfachim. The walkway is only 5 tfachim wide. Imagine you're a kohen walking on a narrow walkway. Up until now I thought you had 6 tfachim. Now it turns out he only has 5 tfachim to walk. He has to be super careful. Gvula svasa saviv, in other words, the kronos, the corners on top, knisa, there, the top is 5. Mizbeach kama havale shitin. So now the Gemara just says exactly what we just did, balpeh. The total height of the mizbeach is 10 amas times 6 tvachim is shitin 60. Palgal mizbeach, how much is half of 60? Kama havit lost is 30. Mikronis vat soiv kama havit. So from the top part, which is 4 amas to the walkway, 4 times 6 is how much? It's 24. Kama botzel lepalgal mizbeach. So from 24 to get to 30 is how much? The mizbeach shisha utnan, and that's why it says if you do that, but underneath your feet, it's givaldik. So you tell me you're talking about the run that you step on. The step, the tread that you step on, that's only 5 tvachim. As the Gemara says, but nan mizbeach shleishim shtayim shleishim shtayim. Olam of konesamos zeu yisoid. Nimtza shleishim shleishim. Let me show you a beautiful video here that I didn't know to show it. Oh, I didn't show this today.
We all know those Friday days, the moments just before Shabbat Kodesh. There's a whole list of things you need to remember to prepare.
Prepare the Shabbat clock. Call mom and dad and wish them Shabbat Shalom.
Prepare the Shabbat candles.
Wash the Shabbat shoes.
Watch them. When Israeli does
But the
AI,
most
it's
important
gewaldig.
thing is to take out the kanei hazahav from the shulchan lacham hapunim before Shabbat.
How many rods are on the top one? You see that? 3.
Deutsche
Shabbos.
A short time without the rods is not critical. Therefore, there is no reason for it to override Shabbat.
Okay. Best. Okay. I wanted to show you something else. Oh, check it, Rabbi Isai, check this video out. It's gewaldig. This is how they built the mizbeach. I showed it once before, but this helps the sugya a lot. B'nai Beischol. Can't be broken stones. Oh yes, it's true. You have the So Rabbi say the bottom one is 32 tvachim. 32 amas, correct. 32 amas. Then comes another stage, which you see over here, the wood, that brown stuff. So how much is that? That's 30. 30. Why? Because if you take off an amma from here, you take off an amma from here, so you just took off 2 ammas. So instead of it being 32 by 32, the inside is 30 by 30. All we need to understand is this, and the Gemara is going to do this 4 times. But if this part from the top to the red is not a full amma, it's not 6, it's only 5, because it's a tread, you could stand on it. This is the base. How many tefachim is it from here to the red? 5. So how big is this red square? It's not 30. It's 30 plus 1 tefach on this side, 30 plus 1 tefach on this side, because I didn't take off the full 6 tefachim. If I take off 6 tefachim, then this is 30 by 30. But you're just trying to tell me that we're not taking off tefachim from the height, we're taking tefachim off from the width. This is width. I'm showing you, it's supposed to be like this, right?
That's this part right here?
This is the red on the bottom. Okay, it's a different color, sorry. The base. This is the base of the Mizbeach that we just saw them pouring the cement is 32 by 32. The white thing that they took out the form is 32 by 32. The next thing that they're going to pour now, cement, is going to be 30 by 30. But that's not accurate because the base is not a full 6 tefachim around and around. There's only 5 tefachim. So if there's only 5 tefachim, you have to add 2 tefachim. So now this red thing just became 30.2 tefachim. Is that understood?
Yes. Why can't all the Amos be talking about Amos and 5 tefachim? Why are we assuming only the...
It's like IKEA instructions.
Are you saying it's complicated?
Yeah. The beginning was good. You had me in the beginning. We're good. The numbers worked out. Now,
Hold on a second. Time out. Forget this. Time out. This square is 32 by 32. If I take off 1 amma from the top and 1 amma from the bottom, how big will if I make a square inside and I just make it 1 amma smaller on each side?
30.
30. Very good. And what if I don't take off a full amma? I take off a little less than a full amma.
Then it could be 31.
Exactly. And that's the Gemara's question. I didn't take off a full amma now because now I'm playing games with the numbers. I'm saying an amma is not 6 tefachim. An amma is only 5. So if an amma is only 5, then no, this bottom was made with a 6 amma thing. It's 32. Perfect. It's only the step. This part that I walk on, this yesod, is only 5 tefachim. So then I didn't make a square that's 30 by 30. I made a square that's more than 30 by 30 because if I take off a full amma, then this square will be 30 by 30. I'm not taking a full amma. I'm taking off a little less than a full amma. I'm only taking 5 tefachim instead of 6 tefachim. So now this square could be 31. We're going to call it 30.2. Is that okay?
Sure.
Okay, great. So now we move on. So your number is not accurate. Don't tell me that the middle square is 30 when in fact it's 30.2 or 31. Call it whatever you want. But it's larger than 30. Why? Because you didn't take off a full am on all sides. Let's go weiter. Wow, those Israelis are going to be upset. We can do 1 or 2 and then we'll have to shut down. It's not. No, we're not holding there. Votnan. Votnan. Mizbeach hoya shloishim ushtayim ashloishim ushtayim. This square, 32 by 32. Ola amma. They went up a step. V'konas amma, and they went in. There's a rise and then a run. The run, zo yisod. That's what we call the base. The red part on this thing. The red part. Now the problem is, you're trying to tell me now that yisod is only 5 tefachim wide. Nimsa shloishim ha-shloishim. So that's why this new square that we're going to create is going to be 30 by 30 because you took off an amma on each side of the blue. But the problem is, shloishim ushnei tefachim havi. You didn't take off a full amma on each side. You took off an amma minus a tefach on each side. So now you have to add 2 tefachim to the 30. It's 30.2. Yes, Benny, or no?
What happened to the rest?
What rest? This side?
You took off 1 tefach from each one?
From each side, all 4 sides, 1 tefach, yeah.
If 32 amas,
No.
we use 5 tefach amas, then the whole thing is smaller.
I just explained. You were thinking about asking the question, so you didn't listen to my answer. The answer is the bottom is 32 by 32 with 6 amas, 6 tefachim amas. That's the only thing we're changing is the yesod and the soiviv. That's what it says in the pasuk. I'm doing what the pasuk says. The pasuk says build with 6 amas. Everything 6 amas. Besides 2 things: the yesod and the soiviv. The yesod is this part right over here, and that's going to be 5 tefachim all the way around. Yeah? Now you chap? You chap also? Good. Besu. Allah chamesh v'kanas amos. So now we're going to do the same thing all over again. Now he goes up 5 amos to get to to the walkway. And now he's going to go in, v'konas, he's going to do a run, amma. But not a real amma, only 5 tfachim. So it's only 5 tfachim. The next square is not accurate either. You're telling me the next square is 28. Hold on, I want to see if Benny understands this. He's telling me this green square is a 28er. How much is it really? Well, you didn't take off a full amma. You only took off minus a tefach of amma. Only 5. So now, this, before you were missing 2 tfachim, now you're missing a total of another 2 tfachim for this square, and it's a total of 4 tfachim you're missing. This part is 2 tfachim missing, the red part is 2 tfachim. So the Gemara says, it says you're missing 4 tfachim. You're not counting. You know what? 4 is not a big deal. We're not going to discuss 4s. So you'll say, I don't care about the 4 tvachim. I rounded it out. I called it 28, but it's really 28.4. But there's another box on top. That's where these horns are, the kronos. How much is that? That we know is 26. But it's not 26 because the keren itself is not really 6 tvachim. It's only 5 tvachim. Ask the Gemara, but now that we have 6 tefachim missing, 2 from the bottom, 2 from the middle, 2 from the top, that's a total of 6 tefachim. 6 tefachim equals to 1 full amma. So now why are you calling it 26? It should be called 27 ammas on top. Loi duk. Maybe I'll be doichik and I'll say loi duk. Yeah, well, he wasn't so careful with his numbers.
26, 27.
But wait a minute, there's another box on top. And that's the 26 box. The 24 box. The inside box, the tiny little box right over here, is a small box. In other words, once you get rid of where the Kohanim walk, once you get rid of the kronos, where the Kohanim walk, the center where the fire is a 24 by 24. And according to that, you can't say like dog. I said this. I meant that. There's no such thing. Ask the Gemara. It comes out according to your cheshbon. It's 25 because you missed tfachim all over the place. And when you add on all the tfachim, you have to add another amma. And it's 25, not 26, and not 24. And you say, oh, you know what? He meant 25, but he said 24. No, that you can't do. Voksiv, since it's a mefurish pasuk that the center is 24, you can't be doichik that. It's 24. It says mefurish. Maybe we say it's only 12 by 12. No, that's the picture I showed you. Thank you. It's this guy right over here that you start from the center. Like over here, but we're talking about the middle, the Torah calls this square, which is 24, it calls it 12, because when you start from the middle of the 24, it's 12 to each side. Okay, so we'll stop over here. Aboisai, have a wonderful week. A good Voch, Yishkoyah for coming. A good Voch.
Merit the schus of spreading Torah throughout the world. Sponsor a shir today. MDYsponsor.com or sponsor at MDYDaf.com.